stretch it to where it's really tight, make sure it's, you know, doesn't sound good. It's really dun dun. I thought playing with short beaters was gonna be really awkward, but kind of changed the game for me. Hey, what would you prefer? What do you think would be best for the ping? Joe from Peeling Flesh, back again with another Gear Masters. Got a bunch of new shit, obviously. That's awesome. Let's give a little rundown. Same throne, same shell pack. Crush Sublime 2018 gold wrap. 10, 12, 16. Again, don't know the depths, don't care. This new snare is a 14 by 7.5. I'll actually pull it out real quick because it's really cool. So this one is an Honest Abe, so it's a cast iron. Oh, hi B, get away from me. There's a cast iron, oxidized, chemically oxidized, 14 by 7.5. I want to say it's a 6mm or something like that. Nice guy in Tulsa, builds these. He's really awesome. A couple really good drummers that use his, use all of his drums. He makes snares, full kits, pretty much anything you need. But we got together and got this one before this tour. Sounds great, super heavy. It's like a 35-pound snare, sucks. So I don't really know much about snares as far as die cast or triple flange. I'm still new to that realm. I asked him personally, since he's a drum guy, I said, hey, what would you prefer? What do you think would be best for the ping? He said triple flange. He said he has an oxidized cast iron snare shell ready to go. You just got to put shit on it. And we did. Sounds great. It's a little different from what I'm used to, but slowly figuring it out. It does have a throw off right here too. So all the way off your snares, you got section 1, section 2, section 3. That's the highest. I usually keep it on a second with a semi-low tension on the snare wires. It rings a little bit, it's not too tight, doesn't choke the sound too much. Love the snare, just heavy, it's my only problem, but hey, it's hard. So, Evans black chrome on the snare, always, every day, can't change it, I don't know why. We are going Remo pinstripes on all the toms except for the kick. Kick head I'm not really super particular. As long as it's a 2-ply, you put a kick patch on it, it usually runs really well. But the pinstripes are very forgiving when it comes to tuning. I'm not the best at tuning myself. It just takes me a little bit of tweaking, a little bit more time. But these are very forgiving. I can just tune them up, refresh them, squeeze them, and they usually sound really good right off the bat. Don't have any problems with them, and they don't dent. I usually dent the G2 clears, the ECS2s, all Evans heads, at least on the toms, and they dent really easily, and I don't really like that. But the Remos pinstripes have been doing champion work. Love them, they're great. So our driver currently is a really awesome fucking drummer. Used to play for I Am from Texas. I'm blessed to have his knowledge to help me tune my drums every day. Every once in a while, I wouldn't say every day, but if I need problems or if I have problems and I need them fixed, he'll come over here and help me tune them and get them sounding really good for me, which is a really good plus because I'm not the greatest at it personally. But I can do it, it's just I tighten it up, stretch it to where it's really tight, make sure it's, you know, doesn't sound good. It's really dun dun, you know, really loud. Then just tune each lug down slightly, all evenly, just to make sure that everything balances, everything's good. And then obviously if you want, put some drum dots, moon gel, you know, Evans, or the Meinl Drum Honey, any of those will help make a drum sound fairly well without crazy amount of tuning. New cymbals, everything is Zildjian now. I know I said brand loyalty, I don't like anything other than Zildjian anymore. It sounds really good. And if we can afford it, you know, that's what I would prefer to play, so that's what we do. There are a couple different ones on here, so 18-inch Oriental. I think I had this one and this China, and maybe these two crashes for the last video. I just get warranties, get replacements, they're really awesome. 18-inch Oriental, 18-inch projection, a custom, mirrored with the 19-inch a custom projection. A little bit thicker than your typical A customs, so they don't warp and don't crack as easily, at least for me. These are going on probably 70 shows, 60, 70 shows. No cracks, a little bit of warping, but they still sound really good. The Zoltan bell, this one is obviously the biggest hitter. The Zoltan, Z-U-L-T-A-N, from Thomann EU, that German brand. It's like a $50 bell, sounds crazy. I love it, I've been using it for a long time. I have been breaking a lot of splashes recently. So I had this one. I pulled out. It's a little itty bitty, fucking little 6-inch, little 8 custom or 4-inch. I don't even know what it is. It's so small. It's really hard to hit. It sounds really cool, but I don't hit it all the time. I've broken both of my other Zildjian crashes or splashes. So Bryce from Shadow of Intent, bless his heart, let me cop this Byzance 10-inch. Sounds really good. I don't have any complaints with it. It's not cracked, and he's a great guy to let me use it. So bless his heart. I want to say this one is the 10-inch. It is so faded, I honestly can't tell, but it's just their bigger Zill bell. It's just the bigger version of their little small little metalcore Zill bell. It's not very loud, so you really have to hit it pretty decently hard to really get it to actually cut through. Compared to this one screams over every cymbal I have. But I like it. It's a good addition to do some little bell work, you know, little double bell work. It's really fun. Already 19-inch projection, of course. Still using the Crackhead Z custom fucking $80 ride. Probably won't ever switch on it unless it breaks, which I don't think it ever will, so get old school. It's a little dirty, a little rusted, a little corrosion from 5 weeks on tour, but you know. And then 19-inch ultra hammered, still doing hard, still going hard. This is the one, the same China from the last video. Has not cracked, has not broken, has not nothing, still runs, fire by me. Good old A Customs, faded to all hell just because there's no logo, and I clean them with some shit that brightens it up, but it does tend to rub off the logo sometimes. But yeah, it's 14 inches, classic A Custom hi-hats. They run really well. Probably won't ever use anything else ever again. And I think that's all for cymbals. Freshly, we can do pedals. So, I know people were talking about the Axis upgrades from Volta Innovations. Great guy. So this is my fully custom pair from him. So turquoise blue, black steel, pretty much fully customized to kind of how I wanted them to feel. You got logo laser engraved on every single footboard. Heel raisers on both. I have a silver one on here just because one was getting a little wonky, so I had a replacement sent out to me. He's awesome. And then same thing with the drive shaft. Just I kind of fucked it up a little bit on accident, and I had to get another piece, so that's why this side's black. But best pedals I've ever felt. I never have any problems with them. I broke a beater, so I've been using the Trick, the Pro One beat beaters for the Bigfoots, and I've been using them for a while. And when we played Oklahoma City, my left beater snapped in half, so I was pretty much like this. The rest of the set sucked. So then I had a buddy of mine cut it, the other one, the longer one, to match how short it was. I thought playing with short beaters was gonna be really awkward, but kind of changed the game for me. I can feel my doubles underneath every single hit. I don't really like, it's a crazy difference how much just shorting your beaters like an inch will make. It's kind of wild. So these are actually built by the guy that was making the upgrades. This is his custom, like actual made pair of pedals. He can do any color. You want a color scheme, you want blue, red, black, gold, yellow, green. He could probably make you a camo pedal if you really wanted to. But he has top-notch customer service. I literally couldn't think of any other pedal that I'd want to use. It's not too wide, they're not super heavy. The heel raisers make a big difference of just far as leverage and really getting on top of the pedals. You can see right here, Volta Innovations, that's a stamp right there. It's like a little metal, like engraved plate on each side of the pedal. They're really awesome. Tensioners, so your springs, usually you have a wing nut underneath or some apparatus of sorts like that. This is all just a turn. You turn it this way and right to loosen it, turn it left to tighten it. Super easy. I haven't had anything, no problems on them. I max them out just because I like them really tight. It does kind of have what would be a variable leverage drive, which is called a VLD. Kind of like Actis pedals, this one's a little bit different. Typically more down, it feels different. It feels like you're choked up a little bit, and you more up, it feels like it's more open. It's kind of the opposite on these ones. So all the way down, this one's just settings particular. This one's in the middle, this one's all the way down. But when it's all the way down, it gives you the most actual width you can get from the pedals itself. When it's all the way up, it kind of chokes it a little bit. It's probably more for like people that do swivel and stuff like that. I can't do swivel, so I don't do that. And that's pretty much the pedals. They're great, check them out. The whole drum kit is on a Gibraltar, I think it's a Gibraltar PDP rack. There's DW parts on it, there's PDP parts on it, we're just kind of mixing it together. Bought it from a church drummer, super awesome guy. Everything's pretty much the same as far as snare stand, hi-hat stand, tom legs, all that's exactly the same. We just got a nice big drum rack that everything sits on, double legged, 4 legs, all the way across. All of my microphones, all of my cables, my loom, everything is all threaded through, like on top of the drum rack. I can literally move my entire drum kit, mic'd up, cabled up, ready to get plugged in as a whole unit, as one. Saves setup time, getting on stage time a lot quicker. I've had a couple things break on it, just people just not being careful with it, which is fine. But other than that, it's super sturdy. It ain't going nowhere as long as you get it on stage. It's staying there. Microphones, still using the Beta 57A. Great snare mic. Probably won't ever use anything again unless we just kind of experiment. Everything else except for the spot mics. There's spot mics underneath hi-hat, underneath both splashes, both sides, and then on the ride. They're just little Rode, little pencil mics. They work. They're really good. They don't really have any problems with them. On toms and overheads. Overheads are the SE8 actual full pencils. Came with the kit. We have a case over there in the trailer that has, you know, overheads, spots for all 4 of the spot mics, and all 4 of the SE drum mics. SE8, I think it's the V-beats on tom, and snare bottom. Underneath is another V-beat, and we use a kick mic on the floor tom. It just adds a little bit more subbiness, a little bit more 808. Every lug is finger tight. I don't even use a drum key to tune my floor tom. It just thuds really loud, really deep, which we really like. SE mics, SE Electronics, great company. Probably won't use any other mics unless we spend a lot of fucking money on some mics that we don't have. But other than that, that's the microphone setup. And kind of part of the mic's kind of not, but just Roland RT30K, clip-on click kick trigger. I've used pedal triggers mounted underneath. I don't really like them. I always have problems with them. So I just stick to the clip-on, stick to the TM2, adjust my settings per day as it needs, depending on what it is. And it's usually all good. Then every single cable, every cable from here to up top to everything across that is connected is all fed off of a DB25 snake coming from our in-ear rack in the separate video with my guitar man. And it's just a loom. Everything's its own cables. It all fits together. I plug in everything once, clip it together, kit's on. And then I am no longer using fish sticks, just Pro Mark 5B hickories. Fish sticks are hard to get. They're expensive. It's a hassle. So I just buy bricks of these, and if they break, they break. If they don't, they don't. Thank you guys. We are on tour currently with Lorna Shore, Black Dahlia Murder, and Shadow of Intent. It's been a great tour. Definitely played some of the biggest rooms that we never thought we'd actually play. It's a life-changing experience. Learned a lot. Ready to go home. It's been a little over 5 weeks. We're all super tired. And shout out SE, shout out Ibanez, shout out Crush. But no, thank you guys for coming out so much, and thank you for watching my stuff. Thank you.